Okay, now let's talk about some of the differences in how you play multi-handed solitaire versus the solitaire that I just showed you, which is the traditional solitaire you play on Microsoft Windows. So the first thing is that you can have multiple players. I would not recommend trying to play with 3 people because you'll get stuck, but 4 people is ideal. That doesn't mean I wouldn't play with 3 people. I've done it before. But there are some house rules I'll have to show you in terms of how to resolve the problem where you get stuck and nobody goes out. So, all right. So each player, if you have 4 players, gets their own deck of cards. Now, how does that work? Well, the reason it works is because you use cards with different backs. And using cards with different backs allows you to distinguish whose points are whose. So whoever has the New York cards gets these points, and whoever has the bicycles gets these points. So if you want to play multi-handed solitaire, I recommend that you start collecting decks of cards with different backs. That's one of the things that we do is we tell people that, you know, if you want to buy us a deck of cards, just if you find a deck of cards that has something really interesting on it, then we can use that to have more players. All right, so I'm shuffling the cards, and I'll show you how this goes. Each person has their own deck of cards. The first thing you do is you shuffle the cards. And when I say shuffle the cards, I mean shuffle them like your life depended upon it. Because you're going to pass these deck of cards to the person on your left. There is no universe in which it is legal in this game to shuffle the cards for yourself. So you're going to shuffle the cards, you're going to pass them to the left. Okay? Once you get the cards, so now I'm receiving the cards from someone else in this hand, I'm going to count 13 cards face down. If you'll remember, the magic number 13 is 1/4 of the deck. Half of the deck is 26 cards. 13 is 1/4 of the deck. All right? So here we go. Now the way that I count is I say 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, and that's 13. The reason I count that way is because often, and this is a game of speed, when you're trying to count your cards up to 13 and you're saying the numbers out loud, the people around you will start saying random numbers, 16, 42, 86, to try to screw you up, because if you lose count, you have to start counting all over again. But how easy is it for me to look and just say 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Nobody is going to mess me up. Then you lay 4 cards face up. Now when you think about the regular game of solitaire, if I use one of these cards, I turn over the card under it. In this game, if I use one of the cards, I fill the hole with one of these. And I'll tell you why that's important in a moment. But let's just see what we have. I have a king, I have a 10, I have an ace. That works. I have a 6, I have a 10, the 8 plays, 2 diamond plays, 3 of diamonds plays, ace of hearts plays. When I get to the end, what do? I turn them over and I do it again. 3 cards. And I'm grabbing them in such a way that I'm not reshuffling the deck. So 3 cards. There's my 4. There's my 2. Can't play the 9. Jack is the wrong color. I have a 3. Not too bad. Now, so far, you're wondering, what's the difference between multi-handed solitaire? It looks like I basically just have a different configuration. The difference is that anyone else sitting around the table, if they see a card that they can play out here, if someone has the 4 of hearts, they can play the 4 of hearts. If someone over here has the 5 of diamonds, they can play the 5 of diamonds. And the rule is, whoever gets there first, let's pretend this is a diamond, whoever gets there first gets to play the card. Typically what happens is 2 or 3 people will go after the card at the same time. I have seen bloodied knuckles in this game. I have seen blood. I have seen cards that get sliced because of the speed with which they're being, whisked across the table. All sorts of very exciting things happen in this game when it's going full speed. So let me take this 5 back because that's not legal. And I'm stuck, essentially. The reason I'm stuck is because I don't have the benefit of the cards that 3 other people would normally be playing here. When you get stuck, let's say you're playing with 3 people, wait until everyone is stuck. And once everyone has verified that they do not have a play, then you take the top card and put it on the bottom. That essentially shuffles this entire deck. You now should have a new set of cards, and hopefully it makes enough of a difference that it gets you unstuck. That 6 of diamonds is close, but not close enough. Okay, well that didn't help. Maybe I'll do it one more time, see if that helps. Nope, I am stuck. All right, now I'll show you a little bit about how to score points. Again, seeing this game played with only 1 player does not really give you an idea of how the game's played, and we'll get there. There are a couple of different things to learn about the game, and we're just going to try to tackle them one at a time. Okay, so when I'm scoring, first thing I do, these cards right here mean nothing. So I'll take these and I'll join them to the stack of cards that I had in my hand that I was playing. These cards, on the other hand, whether you put your 13 cards down, and I'm pretty sure I still have 13. I do. These you want to put sideways. The reason is because these count against you. They're negative points. These that are in the middle count for you. They're positive points. All right? So I have 7. These are my bad cards. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because I've paid my bad cards. Those go into the pile. I have 6 left. In this case, they're negative because I had more bad cards than I had points. So that's a -7. The game is a game of points, and you take a notebook and write down the points at the end of each hand for each player. And yes, it is possible to go backwards. There's another interesting thing, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Another interesting aspect of the game, and that is going out. All right, so I've shuffled the cards. I'm passing them to the left. I'm receiving the cards for the person to my right, and I start counting 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. That's 13. And then I place 4 cards face up. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, so now, first thing I see here, put the 10 on the jack, but I can also put the 9 on the 10. That gives me 2 holes, so I'm now filling 2 holes. All right, let's get into it. I can play the 10 on the jack. 9's the wrong color. That jack plays. Ace plays. 9 plays. Okay. So these cards here, I no longer have 13, I have something like 11. What happens is when I manage to run out of these cards here, when I run out of my bad cards, I say out and the game stops. I get 20 extra points. So whatever points I have out here, I get those points plus 20 points. And we score the game that way. So you can see going out can definitely help because you get those extra points. All right, so now I'm going through. Now the key to the game, and I'm not really going very fast right now because I don't have pressure from other players. But when I do have pressure from other players, we end up going really fast. Fast enough that by the next day, the 9 goes on the 10. By the next day after you're playing, if you've had a good night and you've really gone out a lot, the next day you feel like you've played tackle football because of what it does to your body. So it's interesting. So let's just see. This is about normal speed here. And unfortunately, I very quickly discovered I can't play anything and I'm stuck again. I'm going to try this trick, front to back. Now it's all face cards. That's fantastic. I can play the 8. I can play the 7. I can't play the 2. I can play this, though. I can play the 6. 5's the wrong color. I can play the 5. Okay, one more try. And that's it. All right. Front to back. Last time. Oh. Oh, look at this. Boom. Boom. All right, that's all I can do here. So, all these cards go together. I have 11 bad cards. I'm going to put them sideways so in case I forget I can recount. Another house rule. If somebody forgets to do this and just piles them in and then somebody says, how many bad cards did you have? Well, I don't know. Well, guess what? You get 13. That's the house rule. So don't forget to set aside your bad cards. I only have 6 positive points, so I'm going to pay those. I have -5 this time. Now all this is happening because I don't have anyone to play with me. All right, so talk about a couple of house rules. When I was young, when my brother passed me the cards, he would do that. This is illegal. Can't do that. Okay. I need a red queen. There it is. That's 7 played. Here's another rule. See how I have my hand on the pile? Move it into the camera. I can go back 1 level of undo, which means I take the 3 cards that I turned over, put them back into my hand. I can never go more than 1 level of undo, and I have to go 3 cards. I can't get in between those 3 cards that are not legal to play. So here's the 7. I'm going to play the 7. Here's a red 7. Look at that. Here's an ace. This was good. All right, so now I've got a 6. I can play that too. Got an ace of spades. Got a 2 of spades. I got a 3, and that's not relevant just yet. I can now move this over here. That's the jack. I can play the 3 over here. 3 is not up yet. I can play the red 6. I can play the red 5. I can play the 4 on the 5. That turns me over another card. I have 4 diamonds. I can play the 10 here. Move the 9 over. That gives me another card. I can play this here. It gives me another card. Remember, your focus is getting rid of these. It might be fun to play a lot of these cards. And it is. It's important. But it's not as important as getting rid of these, because that 20 extra points really does a lot for you. So I'm just looking. All right, so 7 doesn't play. 3 plays. 4 plays. 5 plays. Jack plays. 10's the wrong color. 5. Nope. Okay, got a 2 here, got a 2 here, got a 3 there, I got a 4 here, I got a 5, I've got a 6, I've got another red jack. What the hell am I going to do with that? Ooh. Well, let's see what else we got. 7, red 8, okay, I have a 9. I can play the 8 and the 7. 6 of hearts. Play that here. 6 of spades does play. Do I have a 7? Here's another trick. I have a 7 of spades here. That's the one I need. I have a 7 of clubs here. I can move this 6 from that 7 to that 7. That's perfectly legal. That now allows me to play this 7. Let's see, anything else fruitful come out of that? No. Okay, but that's one card. I have a 2. I have a 3. Ten goes here. Queen does nothing. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anything here. So far this has been pretty good for one person playing. As you can see, I do not recommend playing this multi-handed solitaire with one person. However, look, there's my 7, there's my 8, where's my 9? My 9 is there. Is it buried? Do I have another red 9? No. That's it. That's as far as I'm going to go here. Well, let's take a look and see what I did this time. Take my baddies. I have 5. Take the cards that I played. There's 5 cards. I paid my baddies. Once you pay your baddies, you can do that. I have 17 positive points this time. So obviously this was a little better than the last time. Talk about some more house rules. Passing the cards, receiving the cards from the other person, laying down. Ace plays. Nine plays. 9 plays. 8 plays. Okay, not bad for a first run. Okay, get some more aces out there. That can only help. A couple of 2s wouldn't hurt either. Okay, now I'm going to show you a house rule here. I have the 2 here. And I'm also showing you something else. All right, so I have the ace. Clearly I can play the ace here. I also have the 2. This is illegal. Taking the 2, putting it on top of the ace, and setting them down at once. That's illegal because it doesn't give someone else a chance to play their 2. So the right way to play this is like that, and then fill the hole as quickly as possible. Now, if you think about it, anytime you play here from, like when I play my 4 of hearts, when that comes up, you're actually making 2 points. You're making 1 point for this, plus you're reducing your bad cards by 1. So it's a 2-point play. Those are very important. Jack plays. And gives me Another card to open up. It's the wrong color. Oops. This helps. Oh, that goes here. I'll play the 3, 4. Again, I can't stack them in my hand, but I can play them individually. I need a red 7. See how I played that? That's the legal way to play. Oh, 5 goes on the 6. I can always play my bottom card because the bottom card is always exposed. You can be turning things over and play the bottom card at any time. That's another house rule. I said I was looking for a red 7. There it is. Now that opens me up for this. Don't need a 9. I don't need a 6. Don't need face cards of any kind. I need a 4 of diamonds is what I need. 8 plays. 7 plays. 6 plays. Oh, plays right there. 4 plays. I'm stuck. And don't have a black 6. Okay. Missed it by a hair. Okay, let's see what I got this time. By the way, when I say I'm stuck and then I take the front card and put it on the back, you can only do that when all the players are stuck. So you can't just do it during the middle of a game. I have 6 bad cards. I'm going to pay my bad cards. So now I don't have to remember them anymore. All these cards are positive. I have 10 positive points. So I introduced a couple of house rules there. So now my lovely assistant will join us. You can't see her on camera.
I don't want.
I'm going to adjust the camera.
Why is it so focused on my arm?
So you can see the whole table. So what we're going to do is we are going to shuffle the cards, and remember shuffling is very important.
I'm not a shuffle.
All right, I will shuffle her cards and mine as well. I'm going to shuffle them 7 times. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Hand me yours. There is 3. Let's pass the cards because I was, all right, so we're going to pass the cards and go. I lay my 13 cards down. I lay my other cards out.
Booty hole.
Oh, mine, I've got 2 kings here, so I'm not crying for you at all. Although I can play the queen, but I don't really see what that buys me. So far, no aces. Hopefully she'll have some aces, which does make it quite a bit easier. Whoops. Going back 1 level of undo, like I said, that's a house rule. And I played my jack. I can't play any of those cards. Ooh, we got an ace of spades. I don't have the 2, at least I don't have it yet. When I get to the end of the pile, I turn over and just start going again. And look at that, I have an ace. I've also got a 10. I've got a 2, but that doesn't do anything. Oh, but I have one of these. Woohoo! We now have all the aces out. This is promising.
Or the diamond.
Oh yeah, you're right. That'll play, and I get a 2-point play there. I need a 5. No, I don't. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Wait, no, that's not right. I don't know, man.
There you go. I'm stuck. Are you stuck?
Well, let me just go through one more time.
Okay, and I'll watch you. 5 plays on the 6.
I know.
Ooh. That might be something I have. Ooh. It is something I have. So here's the situation. She played the 3 of diamonds. I had the 3 of diamonds. But because I wasn't going through my cards, she played it first. All right, let's try one more time.
I don't think any of us have played any of our betting. Oh no, you have.
Only 1 or 2. There's the darn 3. Okay, once again, I am stuck.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I'm going to take the top card, put it on the bottom. Ooh.
I just, oh. I just picked up blackjack.
7. Oops. Okay. That's not good. No, we don't. Oh, now I need a black 4.
I'm stuck.
All right, me too. Top to bottom. Ooh, I said a black 4, and that was it. Damn it. That doesn't do anything.